Your storage website is costing you $2,000 a year and it's not even ranking. I'm going to show you the 6 layers that every storage website needs that your FMS is never going to build for you, and how you can set the whole thing up this week using AI. Most of the tools are free. Hey, Guy Javarone here with Agentive Storage. Today I'm going to break down exactly what makes a storage website actually work. Not just look pretty, but actually rank on Google, actually talk to AI assistants like ChatGPT and Siri, and actually convert visitors into tenants. I've been in the storage business for over 20 years. I've built facilities, sold facilities, and I've seen more storage websites than I can count. And I'll tell you right now, 90% of them are broken from the foundation up. Not because the owner did anything wrong, but because the tools they're using were never designed to do what Google and AI actually need in 2026. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you all 6 layers, explain each one like you're 10 years old, and at the end I'll show you how to build the whole thing. Most of the tools are free. Here's what most storage operators are working with right now. You signed up for SiteLink or StoragePug or StoreEdge, and they gave you a free website bundled with your management software. Sounds like a great deal, right? Except here's what they're not telling you. That website is a cookie cutter template. Same layout as the facility 2 miles down the road. Same structure, same everything. Google looks at your site, looks at theirs, and goes, I can't tell these apart. Then they upsell you on SEO add-ons for 200, 300, 400 bucks a month. That's $2,400 to $4,800 a year. And those add-ons, they don't even follow the basic principles that local SEO experts like Semantic Mastery have been teaching for years. No schema markup, no internal linking strategy, no AI discovery, nothing. And here's the kicker. You don't even own the site. You leave the FMS, you lose the website. All that SEO equity you built, gone. So what's the alternative? Let me show you. I call this the anatomy of a storage website. Think of it like a house. Your visitors see the paint and the furniture, the pages, but underneath there's a foundation, there's wiring, there's plumbing, and a roof. 6 layers all working together. Let me walk you through each one. Layer 1 is your site structure. This is the blueprint. Every storage website needs these core pages. Homepage, service pages, one for each service you offer. Climate control gets its own page. Vehicle parking gets its own page. Boat storage gets its own page. Then city pages, one for each city or area you serve. Contact page, size guide, about page, FAQs. Now here's the golden rule, and this comes straight from Semantic Mastery's methodology, 1 page per idea. If you have a blog post about climate-controlled storage in Tampa and a service page about the same thing, Google gets confused. It doesn't know which one to show, so it might not show either one. That's what we call competing pages, and it's one of the most common mistakes I see. Now the second piece of this is what I call spiderweb linking. Every page on your site links to every other page. Homepage links to services, services link to cities, cities link back to services, everything connects to everything. You're creating this web of connections that tells Google, hey, all of these pages are part of the same business. It's like every room in your house has a hallway to every other room. Nothing is a dead end. Google can crawl the whole thing in seconds. And here's something important about blogging in 2026. Yes, you still need a blog, but not on your main site. Your blog should live on a subdomain, like blog.yourstorage.com. Why? Because blog posts on the main site clutter up your clean HTML code and dilute your crawl budget. Keep the main site lean and focused. Post on the subdomain at a consistent cadence, weekly, bi-weekly. And here's the best part. You can use AI to repurpose those blog posts into social media content. One blog post can power a whole week of social posts across every platform. Layer 2 is Schema. And this is where most storage sites completely drop the ball. Schema is invisible code that sits on your pages. You can't see it when you visit the website, but Google reads it like a name tag. Except this isn't just your name. It's your name, your address, your phone number, your prices, your hours, your services, your cities, everything. All structured in a way that Google can instantly understand. We use what's called the zero-point local business methodology. Your site gets 4 schema blocks, one per page type. Block 1 sits on your homepage. This is the anchor. It says, this is the entity, this is the business. Block 2 goes on your about page. That's your corporation schema, the company behind the facility. Block 3 goes on your location page. That's your location schema, exactly where you are, what zip codes you serve, your coordinates. And block 4, you get one of these for every service page. Each service gets its own schema block. Now inside each block, you've got what I call the three vectors. Think of these as three ways to prove to Google that you're real and relevant. The geo vector, that's your coordinates, your cities, your zip codes, even Wikipedia links to your cities. Google cross-references this stuff. The transaction vector, that's your actual prices, your unit sizes, your availability. Real data, not fluff. And the authority vector, that's links to your Google business profile, your Facebook, your Yelp, every directory listing you have. This tells Google, other websites vouch for this business. When all three vectors line up, Google doesn't see just another website, it sees a complete, verified business entity. And that is a massive advantage over your competitor who has zero schema. Layer 3, and this is where it gets exciting for 2026, is LLMs.txt. Think of it like this. You know how a restaurant puts a menu in the window? You're walking by, you glance at the menu, and in 5 seconds you know if you want to eat there. LLMs.txt does the same thing, but for AI. It's a simple text file that sits at the root of your website. When ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Siri, any AI assistant, when it visits your site, this is the first thing it reads. It says, here's our name, here's what we do, and here are our most important pages with a one-line description of each. In seconds, the AI knows your business well enough to recommend you. Someone asks, hey Siri, where can I store my boat near Tampa? And if you've got this file, you're in the conversation. Without it, the AI has to guess, and it usually picks your competitor who made it easy. Layer 4 is LM-Index.json, and this follows the LLM-LD standard from LLMLD.org. If LMS.txt is the menu in the window, this file is the full operations manual you hand to a new employee on their first day. It's a structured JSON file at what they call level 3, agent ready. That means AI agents can answer questions about your business accurately. They can recommend specific services based on what someone needs. They can send people to the right page, not just your home page. They know your hours, your prices, and your contact info without having to scrape anything. And they understand what you do and don't do, so they never make stuff up about your business. This is the future of local search. The businesses that have this file are going to get recommended by AI. The ones that don't are going to be invisible. And right now, almost nobody in the storage industry has this. That's a massive first mover advantage. Layer 5 is CTAs, calls to action. This one's simple. Every page on your site has one job. Get the visitor to call, click, or visit. That's it. Big, obvious buttons. Reserve now. Call us today. Phone numbers that are clickable on mobile. Short, clear text that tells a human what they need to know. No walls of fluffy text written to stuff keywords. Google doesn't reward that anymore. The body copy on your pages is for humans, for conversions. The schema, the LLMs.txt, the site structure, that stuff handles the bots. Let your pages focus on closing the deal. And layer 6 is the foundation of the whole thing. This is what I call crawl strength, and it's the secret weapon. Pure HTML. No WordPress, no plugins, no page builders, no JavaScript frameworks, just clean HTML and CSS. And here's a huge bonus. Because your site is pure HTML, AI can edit it directly. Need to update your hours, change a price, add a new city page? Just tell Claude what you want changed, and it edits the code for you. No webmaster. No waiting days for someone to make a simple update. You are in full control of your own website. Why does this matter? Because Google has a limited crawl budget. A certain amount of time it'll spend reading your pages. A WordPress site with 50 plugins and a page builder has 200 plus files that Google has to wade through just to find your content. A pure HTML site has 10 to 15 files total. Google reads every page instantly, and here's the numbers that matter. WordPress site, 3 to 8 second load time. Pure HTML, under 1 second. WordPress site, 200 plus files Google has to process. Pure HTML, 10 to 15. WordPress site, 20 to 50 bucks a month hosting. Pure HTML, $0 a month on Vercel. Zero crawl resistance equals maximum visibility. It's that simple. Now you might be thinking, Guy, this sounds great, but I'm not a developer. You don't need to be. Here's the tech stack, and most of it is free. GitHub. This is where your website files live. Think of it as a filing cabinet that keeps every version of every page. Free. Claude. That's your AI. It builds the site, generates the schema, creates the LLM discovery files, writes your content. Claude does the heavy lifting. There's a free tier, and if you need more horsepower, the pro plan is about 20 bucks a month. StoreSync.ai. That's your FMS connection layer. It bridges your new site to whatever management software you're already using. And here's something a lot of people don't know. Certain FMS providers give you an embed code for your rental units. So you can use your FMS rental embed right inside your HTML site and stay purely connected to your existing system. StoreSync.ai has a small monthly fee, but does way more than just connects your FMS. It automates your storage business. Seriously, check it out. Cloudflare. This is your domain hosting and protection layer. DNS, free SSL, DDoS protection, CDN caching, same security the big FMS providers use for their sites, free, and Vercel. This hosts your website globally. When someone visits, the nearest server responds in milliseconds. Free SSL, free custom domain, free hosting, $0 a month. Here's how you go from I need a better website to my site is live and outranking competitors. 7 steps. Step 1, fill in a spreadsheet. We'll give you a template Excel file inside the community. Business name, address, phone, services, cities, unit sizes, prices. That's it. Step 2, hand it to Claude. Claude generates every HTML page, homepage, services, cities, contact, size guide, FAQs, all with your branding and colors. Step 3, Claude generates your schema. 4 blocks, 3 vectors injected into the right pages. Step 4, Claude generates your LLM discovery files. LLMs.txt, LLMs-full.txt, LM-Index.json. Your site is now AI discoverable. Step 5, push to GitHub. 1 command. You now own your website forever. Step 6, connect to Vercel. 1 click. Your site goes live globally. Sub-second load times, $0 a month. Step 7, maintain with Claude. Need a new city page, updated prices, a blog post? Just tell Claude. It makes the changes, you review them, they go live. Most owners go from spreadsheet to live site in under 2 hours. So let's put this side by side. Your FMS free website versus this system. Your FMS gives you a cookie cutter template, 0 schema, no AI discovery, no spiderweb linking, bloated code, and then charges you $200 to $400 a month for SEO that doesn't follow basic principles. And you don't even own the site. This system gives you a pure HTML site with all 6 layers built in. Free hosting on Vercel, Cloudflare protection, full schema with 3 vectors, AI discovery at level 3, spiderweb linking, and you own it on GitHub. Switch FMS providers anytime, your site stays. That's a savings of $1,200 to $2,000 a year, minimum, and you're getting a better site. Look, I built this system because I was tired of seeing storage operators pay thousands of dollars a year for websites that work against them. The template is free, the hosting is free, most of the tools are free, and the ones that aren't cost a fraction of what you're paying now. The only real investment is your time, and Claude does most of the work. I put the template, the spreadsheet, step-by-step walkthroughs, and the full community inside our free Skool group. Link is in the description and the pinned comment. Join the community, grab the template, and build your site this week. Stop paying for a website that's holding you back. I'll see you inside. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. And check out my other video on the 5 AI automations every storage operator needs in 2026. Link is right here.